Detroit Lions fans, we are less than 48 hours away from the doors opening at Ford Field, and I will be walking in, getting out of the bitter cold that is going to be here in Detroit. And I can't wait. And then 6 hours after that, it's going to be the drive home is going to be something else. It's going to be either the best drive home I've had in years, or the off season will begin. And I'm excited. I'm not nervous. I'm excited beyond words, is if I could put it like that. And we are conflicted. There's a guy downtown, I forgot the name of the bar, that he is turning away Stafford jerseys. If you are wearing a Stafford jersey, he is turning you away. And I assume that is number 9 with the word Stafford on the back. If you cover it up with J-Mo or Williams, I assume he will let you in. As a matter of fact, there's going to be an individual at Shed 5 of the Eastern Market. He is going to be handing out, while supplies last, fabric tape with the name Williams on the back. You can get those. If you are going to be in that area, you can get those, and while supplies last, and cover this thing up. Now, to me, you guys know this. To me, this is cheering for Matthew Stafford. To me, it's like cheering for your ex-spouse to have a good life after they are no longer with you. That's what it feels like. It feels like, and everybody who is a Detroit Rams fan, you might as well be the best man in your ex-spouse weddings, because that's what it feels like. I cannot believe the dumb things that I've heard about he went and got his ring and now we can cheer for the Detroit Lions. I really do question what kind of fan you are, and do you understand what a fan means? A fan of the team. The team is before any other individual. Period. And if this person doesn't play on your team anymore, that is the end of the road. This is ridiculous to me, but it is the way that it is. But while we're fighting each other over what Matthew Stafford means to this city, here's how you guys sound.
Oh my God, Matthew Stafford means so much. He gave so much to this city, 12 years. He only has every record for the Detroit Lions. He couldn't win a single playoff game. He's never won the NFC North. He's never hosted a home playoff game. And we're going to root for him because he was here for 12 years. You see what he did? He sacrificed his body. He gave everything for this city.
You know what? And then he walked away. I said this on Twitter yesterday. If Matthew Stafford cared about you, the Lions fan, he would still be in Detroit. Just think about that. Let that marinate real quick. If he cared about you, he would have made this relationship work. But he didn't. So he went to where grass was greener on the other side, and boy, was it green. Nice and crisp, like that golf course green grass. I don't know if y'all know about the golf course, but that green grass on the green is pristine. They take very good care of it. I used to be a caddy a long time ago. I know this, right? But I want you to know Matthew Stafford doesn't give a fart about your feelings or your football team, all right? As a matter of fact, here's what he had to say regarding his role in what he's coming here to do and what kind of reception he expects from the Detroit Lions community.
I'm not expecting anything, to be honest with you. I was asked this question a couple times, just by friends and family, and I think the biggest thing for me is just go experience whatever that experience is going to be. I understand, what the people of Detroit and what the city of Detroit meant to me in my time and my career, what they meant to my family. I hope they feel that back, but at the same time, I'm not a stranger to the situation and understanding that I'm the bad guy coming to town. I'm on the other team, and they don't want success for me. So whatever happens, happens. I'm going to go experience it, play the game. Once the ball's snapped, man, let's go. Two good football teams, go compete and see what happens.
Matthew, emotionally, talk to me about going.
So Stafford understands his entire role. He gets it. Why don't you? Why don't most Detroit Lions fans get this? This guy is coming to absolutely destroy us. All right. He knows that he's the bad guy. All right. He doesn't expect you to cheer. But yay, let's cheer. Hooray. He gave 12 years of his life and then he walked away. That's what he did. He walked away. But you are going to cheer for him, aren't you? You're going to give him a stand out. The dumbest takes I've ever heard. Let's give Matthew Stafford a standing ovation. I thought the Detroit Rams thing was dumb. A standing ovation for a guy who's coming into Ford Field to defeat your football team? You sound dumb. You do. Now, as we're fighting each other over Matthew Stafford and our feelings for him. Let me show you how LA Rams feel about their former quarterback. Wait till you see this. Now, this is coming from Twitter. I saw this. I had to blur the picture out because I value my AdSense. Plus, it's just nasty. It's nasty. Off with golf is what that says. And the picture, the little spot that I blurred out, use your imagination. Now, this looks like a super fan. It looks like a truck that a super fan would drive. And this is on the side of his truck. Off with golf. And I'll let you use your imagination as to what is in Aaron Donald's right hand. It's not a bag of money. That's not what that is. If you want to see it uncensored, you guys can check out the comments on Twitter, or I may put up a community post, but I don't want to violate any of the rules from YouTube. So I had to blur it out to protect my channel. And whoever, what the young children or the ladies or the men who don't want to see this. But this is what LA Rams fans feel about their former quarterback. Off with golf. Use your imagination for the rest. And yet, we're fighting over Matthew Stafford and what he meant to this city. Are we serious here? Are we serious? I don't understand this. This fan base perplexes me. Matthew Stafford is a man that used to play for your team. It's just like an ex-spouse. That's what it's like. Most of your ex-spouses, you don't see them again unless you share kids. Then you got to see them. And hopefully you can make it work between the two of you, right? But 9 times out of 10, once that relationship is severed, you don't deal with them anymore. They're a distant memory. But while we're rooting for him to win the title because of what Detroit did to him, and we're contemplating whether or not how we should feel when Matthew Stafford comes back in Detroit, no one cares. Why do we care so much about a man who left the city? Again, if he cared that much about you, he would have stayed. The bottom line is he cared about winning, and he wanted to go do, and he didn't think he could do it here. Again, I'll reference the morning after with his wife, said Matthew Stafford knew that he could not win in Detroit. So he walked away. If you don't believe me, you don't have to take my word for it. Go ahead, download Spotify, type in the morning after and listen to the first 30 minutes. And in the first 30 minutes, very early on, maybe the first 10, Kelly Stafford talks about Matthew knew he couldn't win here. He couldn't. But I know some of you Stafford stands or whatever you are in the comment section are going to be like, oh my God, Matthew. I've never seen this. This is dumb to me. Why is this even a thing? I'll show you this again. This is how LA Rams fans feel about our quarterback, Jared Goff. But yet we are swooning over a guy who decided to leave us, who left this team and this city. This is how they feel about Jared Goff, who took them to a Super Bowl. They could care less about this man. Well, Matthew spent 12 years here. Jared Goff only spent 4 or 5 there. It's different, Derek. It's different. He spent twice as much time there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you the godfather to his children? Were you the best man in his wife? Are you the best man in his marriage? Are you secretly related to John Matthew Stafford? If not, why is this a thing? Again, if you go to Walmart, Target, or Meijer, Kroger, Heartland, wherever you go, A&P if they still got those, if you go there and you saw John Matthew Stafford, do you think he would know who you were? Do you think that? You are a fan of the Detroit Lions. And you know what? It's okay to be a fan of John Matthew Stafford. It really is. I'm a fan of Jared Thomas Goff. But once he leaves my city, we're done. We're done. It's over. We don't share any children. There's no reason for me to see him or root for him or care anything about what he is doing. Now, I'm not saying we have to be as nasty as these Rams fans. This is nasty. This is despicable. How could you even come up with a picture like that? It should be illegal to drive around with that on your car. But this is how some of them feel. They're not fighting amongst each other about whether or not they should support the guy. They don't care. They want to win the game. That is all. I have heard Rams fans, as a matter of fact, locked on Rams. What a bum. Both of those guys are bums. And they treated Jared Goff like he was nothing. Nothing. As a matter of fact, I saw their thumbnail today. The Rams will win. That's how much they care about our quarterback. Matthew Stafford is the savior. Lions fans, you got to get it together, man. This is about us versus them. This is about Goff versus Stafford. This is about the Detroit Lions versus the LA Rams. And they're coming to our house trying to send us home. Get behind your team and your quarterback. That's what you need to do. I want you to have this image burned in your head while you decide if you want to cheer for Matthew Stafford, who, again, you heard from the man himself. He knows that he's the enemy. I'm coming to beat your team. Why would you cheer for me? It's even dumb that we're talking about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Not bitter at all. Not bitter at all. I just know that I don't get to walk away. That's not what I do. I'm not a quitter. I've never quit on anything. Never. Matthew Stafford quit on the Detroit Lions. It's about time that you quit on him. I can't quit you. What movie was that from? Put it in the comment section. Don't put it in the comment section. That's a movie I never saw, by the way. Do not put that in the comment section. It went off in my mind real quick. All right. No, I've never seen that movie. I just know about the quote. I can't quit you. It's like you had me at hello. All right. Let this man go. If you want to cheer for Matthew Stafford, wait till he comes back, which he will, and retires a Detroit Lion. And while I'm in the bathroom, if they ever give him any type of tribute, I'm a excuse myself and head to the bathroom. Y'all can cheer for him then. Let me know what you think. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Feels good, man. It really feels good. That's what they want to do to your quarterback, to our quarterback.